Okay, number one, not somebody you think. This was there was a lot of turmoil about this.
So much drama. So much
yeah,
drama.
So I know.
It is somebody you think.
And we're going to be right back after this break with the winner.
Hey, what's up, my friends? Hope that you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Michael Anthony here, author, speaker, coach, and advocate for adult survivors of childhood trauma. Today, I want to talk to you about understanding the capacity that you have to create the life that you want to have. So, if you didn't hear yet, this weekend, I'm going to share with you some really amazing news. Grant Cardone, Undercover Billionaire, 10X King, invested $10,000 into Think Unbroken.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Little Ryan Seacrest, American Idol thing. All right. Number one winner, top one on everybody's list. Absolutely slayed it. Opened us up, started us out, blew everybody away. Congratulations, Michael Anthony. You won.
Give it up for Michael!
And the first thing that I thought to myself was that I am going to win this money. You see, self-belief is the most important tool that we have in this journey. There's nothing more important than self-belief when you step into this healing journey, or any journey for that matter. It doesn't really matter what it is that you're trying to accomplish. First, you have to believe that you can. And so I get the email. I say to myself, I am going to win this. That's mindset. I automatically, even though I knew that there were other people who probably had said the same thing to themselves, and even though I knew that I was going to have to get in front of 10,000 people to do this, I said, I am going to win. I already decided I was going to win. And in fact, in my journal, that night before I went to bed, I wrote, I won $10,000 from Grant Cardone.
20-minute break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to do this pitch off. It's going to be wild and insane. You're going to get to see exactly how to pitch your business to a panel of freaking rock stars, myself included, so that you know how to go out into the marketplace and pitch your business and get somebody's attention and get them some money. Winner gets 10 grand cash. 20-minute break. We'll see you guys right back.
And so Jared, Grant's, I think he's VP or CEO, something like that. I don't recall. He comes on and he starts listing the people who had made it into the top 10 to pitch live. And my name was last. I knew my name was going to be last because I knew that there was no way that when he read off those other 9 names that I wasn't going to be in this. I believed that because the nights before I'd put in all that work.
Are y'all ready? Hey, look, here's the deal. You got to have fun, right? I mean, why are you going to do all this and not have fun? That's the game. The game is to live a great life, create the life you want, do what you want, create the life that you deserve. And some of that for me is much higher. Okay. All right. So look, hey, the point is we're going to bring up some great people right here. They're going to have a shot at the shot. We're going to find out if they're ready for the shot. But look, this is about having fun. You guys got to create a life that includes fun, man. I wish I'd have known this when I was on the come up. When I was on the come up.
Okay.
When I was on the come up, man, I forgot to have fun, and I'm going to tell you why I didn't have fun, because I was all by myself. And that's why I tell you all the time, do not try to play this game by yourself, folks. You might figure it out, but you will be punished along the way because you're going to be in doubt, you're going to be uncertain, you're not going to know, you have no role models. And so I got some guys with me. Pete Vargas right here, the great Pete Vargas.
The stage
I say that
master of stages.
Pete is like a chaplain. He's like a minister or something, okay, of speakers. We got Brandon Dawson, the great Brandon Dawson, Mr. Leverage, Mr. Scaler, okay? And we got Jared Glant, protege to the 10X movement. We've got 10 great people tonight. Jared, do we want to introduce them or just let them
Yeah, I
do
think
their
we'll
own
go through.
introduction?
We'll go through.
No. Make it uncomfortable, dude.
Okay, all right.
Okay, make it uncomfortable. So what are the rules, Pete? Go ahead and sit down, Pete.
All right. Yeah, the rules are no more than 5 minutes. Everybody's going to go.
How many? How long?
It's 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes. Wow. You
Can we
guys
do-
all
can we
ready
do
for
3?
3 to 5?
They've been told 5.
Okay,
They
what's
prepared
the other
for-
rules? Y'all ready? Who's ready for 5 minutes? Good. What are
Yeah.
the other rules?
The other rules are you're pitching your business and you're talking to this panel up here around why you're committed to sales, marketing, and scaling. You're talking about the 3 topics that this whole 3 days is all about. That's what they're paying attention to. Like, are you really committed to growing and getting better in all 3 areas? That's what this whole panel is paying attention to, Grant.
Okay, and so how can we have the people that are watching, how can we have them involved? Do they get to vote? Is there any voting by them?
No, they need to comment in their room.
But look, if you hear a business idea and you really like it, it could influence me. I'm a weak man, okay? I'm weak. I might be like, oh man, Ellis is the best. Oh my God, Yolanda's incredible. Oh, Martin, Chelsea, they're freaking amazing. Sarah Atwood and a team over there, man. I know these guys. I love them so much. And I might have some bias like Chris. I love Chris. I love Greg. I love Jana. I love Satch. I want all these guys on the growth conference. But if the audience says, man, I say, man, I love Yolanda Smith. I think she's the girl. And then everybody's like, yeah, but I'd buy Jana's product right now. I got to tell you, man, I will dump Yolanda in a second. I will go for the dead Benjamin Franklin over and over again. So you guys, how can we get the audience involved? Have them vote in?
Their chat.
So
yeah.
I'm going to look at your votes. I appreciate your votes. No, we don't need a whiteboard. We don't need a whiteboard. That whiteboard doesn't have enough diversity in it.
Hey, Grant, one of the things they can do in their workbook is actually be taking notes on each person, something that they can learn from them, and where they would rate them, too.
I like that. Okay. All right. So the rules are 5 minutes. What else?
5 minutes.
Can they use profanity?
They can do whatever they want.
Whatever y'all want, man. Okay. So, but I want to change.
Down. So, there we are, faced with the reality of the moment. Okay, I prepared for this. I believed that I could do this. Now I have to execute. Here's where it gets difficult, right? It's never as simple. Nothing in life. This is such a great lesson for me, and I think for anyone, especially if you have been in high pressure situations. It's never as easy as you think it's going to be. And so we get up there, and then all of a sudden, the greatest curveball in the history of public speaking, Grant says, so that 5 minutes? No. You get 2 minutes.
A couple things up, all right? I'm going to change a couple things up because that's how the real world works.
What are you changing up?
See, the world starts with rules, okay? What happens is people tell you what the rules are. They're like, okay, the rules are you're going to get this and that. In the real world, there really aren't any rules.
Oh boy.
Okay? So we're going to take you, first thing we're going to do is we're going to tell you, is there an order that they go in?
We were gonna pick them.
Oh, we're going to pick them, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? So, man, we ought to. Y'all sweating over there? Y'all freaking out a little bit? How many of you are like, oh, Michael, you ain't sweating, son? Now, that'll mess you up right there, bro. If you ain't scared right now, that makes me worry about you, okay? This is what we're going to do. You got 2 minutes. If you go over 2 minutes, if you hit 1 minute and 21 seconds, you are disqualified. And I'm going to tell you why I'm doing that to you, okay? Y'all all like, oh, man, I worked my whole deal out over 5 minutes. That means you got to find 3 minutes of bull and get rid of it. Okay? I was in El Paso, Texas. This is a life changer for me. I was in El Paso, Texas, walked into a man's office, begged him to give me a few minutes. He's like, I'll give you 60 seconds. And I did not have a 60-second presentation. And I literally froze for 47 seconds. Finally got my thing at 13. I had 13 seconds left when I finally got going. And at 13 seconds, he's like, time's up. And I was dead. 3 years later, I would practice every day for 3 years, a 60-second presentation. 3 years later, I was in Richmond, Virginia, walked into a guy's office, Jewish guy in Richmond. He says, I'll give you 60 seconds. I'm like, bro, I don't need 60 seconds. And I smoked that guy. It was one of the biggest accounts I ever got. It was a turnaround moment in my career because I was ready. You guys ready? You got 2 minutes.
I see some panic. I see some
look,
nerve.
but I want to speak to some of you guys because this is real. This is the real world. Jared told me I had 30 minutes with Grant. He told me I had 30 minutes with Grant. I got to Grant's office. Grant's like, I've got 5 to 10 minutes. My entire 30 minutes was my entire time with Grant was based on 30 minutes. I got 5. So get off your script, get off the thing, speak authentically from your heart, and stop trying to see what am I going to cut from my page.
Quit coaching, man. Quit coaching. It's time, baby. It's time. You don't get you don't get coaching. You don't get coaching from a client. Y'all going to go on American Idol. They ain't going to coach you. Who wants to go first? Michael. Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael.
Already.
Michael. I say we go with Michael because Michael's all
nervous.
hamming out. He's hamming out. He's like, I'm ready. HAM. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Let's do it.
So do you want to?
I need a clock. 2 minutes.
Okay,
Set the
introduce
clock when I
yourself
tell you back to 2 minutes.
Introduce yourself and then tell us what you do, and then how you guys want to do this.
I'm
You just
Michael
want them
Anthony.
to-
I'm an author, speaker, and
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What's in your nose, man? What's in your nose?
That's a nose ring, bro.
No, I'm not talking about that. The other one, the right one.
Hopefully nothing.
Okay, now you can go.
Now, sometimes and most often, that person on the other side between where you're at and where you want to go is you. Very rarely is it actually someone else. 99% of the time, it's you, your self-belief, your mindset, and your actions that keep you from achieving goals. So I'm in this room, these 9 other people, and the only thing I'm thinking the entire time is, I already won this $10,000. They just don't know it. Now, part of that is me being very competitive, but the other part is just an immense self-belief. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? You have to ask yourself this. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? You have to believe in yourself. And I don't think that it's callous, and I don't think that it's being conceited, and I don't think that it's anything bad. You know, people will talk about the ego and how this and that and this and that. Like, you have to believe in yourself. Nobody else is going to believe in you if you don't first believe in you. And so I said, even though I was sitting in this room with these other 9 people and being super proud that we were there together, just to make it to that point, that's so hard. They must have done the same thing that I did. Made the video, did the whiteboard, did it again, slept on it, had a hard night, got up, did it again. And then finally Saturday afternoon, they're in that room with me.
Hit the 2 minutes.
Hey, what's up, Grant? Michael Anthony, author, speaker, and coach, and advocate for adult survivors of childhood trauma. And I'm here to talk about a partnership with my company, Think Unbroken. My #1 goal is to end generational trauma. We're going to do that by creating the curriculum, goals, support, and teams to help people across the world be the hero of their own story. You see, Grant, I had to do this for myself. At 4 years old, my mother, a drug addict and alcoholic, she cut off my right index finger. My stepfather, hyper-abusive, worst environment you can imagine. I know that your father died when you were 10 years old, and I never met mine. I used to lay in bed at night crying, praying to God that someone would come and rescue me, that I'd have a father, and he never came. And so I had to do this for myself. In my 20s, I found myself lost, 350 pounds, smoking 2 packs a day, drinking myself to sleep. And on my 25th birthday, I put a gun in my mouth. And I asked myself, Michael, what are you willing to do to be the hero of your story? Michael, what are you willing to do to be unbroken? In the next 12 months, we're going to do $2.5 million and give this curriculum to 1 million people. We're going to team up in 3 verticals with you, Grant. In the foundation, by giving this education to underprivileged and underserved kids. We're going to team up with the university because mindset is everything. We need this at scale. We're going to team up with the Cardone business training. We're going to do that with ventures. And we're going to do this because CEOs and entrepreneurs have the highest suicide rate on planet Earth. We're going to focus on sales, creating the digital app that everyone has access to. We're going to be marketing everywhere. I'm going to work with Pete and get on every fucking stage on planet Earth. And we're going to change the world together, Grant. Michael and Grant will change the world. We will end generational trauma and give people the tools they need. We're going to focus on teams, cash flow, and system. We are scaling 100 million people. That was me, Grant. 6 weeks ago, I didn't know you. I now have $20,000 invested with you by the end of this weekend because I know that Grant Cardone and Michael Anthony are going to be the change we want to see in the world. So Grant, my question for you, have I given you enough information to think unbroken?
Boom!
Wow.
Boom! That was sick, dude. That was sick.
I mean, wow.
I got to tell you, dude, most of the time when people are like, I'm ready right now, most of the time they're not ready. That was freaking
My
unbelievable.
life, Grant. I ain't around, brother.
That's good, dude.
Wow.
Take your flowers right now, though. Man, that was freaking sick.
Thank you.
You other guys, y'all got to be sweating right now. Y'all got to be like, whoa.
Thank you.
That was throwdown heavy.
That's why you got to go first. Yeah. Like you got to go first because you got to set the tone right now. And man, that was phenomenal. Yeah. What did he do well? Okay, so number 1, he pivoted awesome because
Everything.
he got, it seemed like It did not seem like you were preparing for a 3 or a 5 minute pitch. It seemed like you were preparing for a 2-minute pitch. So first of all, that was the...
Is that true?
No, I was preparing for 5, brother.
You had another 3 minutes in you?
I had another 3 minutes, Grant.
Man, wow. I got to tell you what I'm very impressed with is your commitment to all the other things that you're doing with us, including the money that you spent, showing your finger, showing your vulnerability, but coming hard. Like, you did not get lost in your story. I see a lot of people, particularly with a guy like me, like I got my own story that I'll listen to a little piece of it, but what I want to know is what are you going to do next? And I really heard that, and you're believable.
See, everything in life is about choices, about decisions, about actions, about making a decision to yourself and then moving towards it so you can realize that, so you can make that decision in your life come true. It's not going to be easy. And you hear me say all the time that patience is the most important word that I'm ever going to tell you. It took years for me to get to this moment. Years of nothing. Right? Just going every day, day in and day out and day in and day out. And then when the moment was come, I was prepared. Why? Because I'd been doing public speaking, right? I went to Toastmasters. I used to do stand-up comedy, which is honestly way more scary than what I did on Saturday. And I'd known and studied my craft. And had become good at understanding the way that cortisol and the sympathetic nervous system plays a role in high pressure and high stress situations. And I said to myself, I'm going to do the right things in the right moments leading up till now so that when it's time, when you're called to the stage, when you're called to the arena, when you're called to the ring, to the championship fight, you know you've done everything in your power to win. And then it's about execution. It's about showing up and doing exactly what you practiced and being flawless. And even when you make a mistake, looking at it and going, cool, I can be better here. I love critique. I love when someone says, you could try this and it'll be better. Because it makes me better. Because it makes me move more closer to my goals. So, I'm really excited about the future for Think Unbroken. I feel like I'm just getting started. And I know a lot of you have been with me for a long time, and I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful for you. And I want you to know this, that mindset plus action equals self-actualization.
Hold on, Michael, hold on.
Okay. That's a mess.
Michael, what do you got to say, buddy? You came out of the gates firing, bro. What do you got to say? $10,000, man.
Man, it's absolutely amazing. I appreciate you guys so much. Grant, I didn't know who you were 6 weeks ago. No joke. And I hopped a flight to Miami. I said, there's something about this guy. I believe in him. I'm going to go there. I'm going to be a part of this. I built so much community. Look at that picture of us there together, man. I didn't know today I'd be talking to you. I got to send a huge shout out to Russ Yeager and Emily Yeager for helping me out. I hit them up today. So much love for you guys. I couldn't have done this without you. Pete, I've been following you on 10X stages. I've been in Cardone University every day. I am so ready to create change in the world. I don't want another human being to suffer what I had to suffer through, because this is my mission and my goal. And this is only the start, guys. I know we're going to do things together that you have no idea.
Hey, and you said you're in on the accelerator. Did you say that a little bit earlier?
I'm in right now. Let's go.
Bang.
Yeah, give it up.
Holla.
Give it up.
Holla.
Give it up.
Hey, bring back the troops, bring back
Military
the guys,
night,
okay?
military
All
night.
of you guys did unbelievable. First of all, I know the fear that goes, the terror, all you guys did. I could literally, any of you could have won this tonight, okay?